Hello, my name is David Valdez.
And I'm Enrique Castillo. We're co-directors of Ugly Little Monkeys, a documentary of the first youth mariachi in the United States.
It's a powerful story of young boys led by an Irish Catholic priest, and for the first time, revealing their story.
We're a third of the way done with the production, but we need your help to finish it.
Please consider donating what you can and help us tell the story about the music, the magic, the pain, and the triumph.
We want to thank you for your generosity, and you can help us further by sharing this video.
Uno, dos, un, dos, tres.
They were kids from the barrio. Some musicians. Others had never picked up an instrument.
He said, Tiger, you're sharp. And I said, thank you, Father. I didn't know the difference between sharp or flat.
Give him the quote.
You can be cute for 30 seconds.
But after that, you better be a damn good musician.
It began in the basement of a church in Tucson, Arizona. Kids as young as 9 studying under the musical direction of a popular Catholic priest.
We would practice every Sunday, 2, 3, 4 hours, then 5, then 6, and then 7.
A prodigy.
Father ROURKE came from a show background, and it was quite apparent. But he was also a very accomplished musician.
And perfectionist.
Play your violin parts.
I've been kidded many times about the unusual paradox of an Irish priest from New York teaching Mexicans their own music.
Linda, what are your earliest memories of the changos?
I think it was a party that my dad had at his house.
I remember.
You were good. I was expecting Dorito music, but it wasn't.
Dorito music.
That's what I call imitation music. People standing around in big hats singing their own music.
They would become international sensations.
Oh, yeah.
From Tucson, Arizona, CBS News presents Look Up and Live. Today, the Mission and the Mariachi, with Los Changuitos Feos and their director, Father Charles Rourke.
He groomed them to take the stage.
Father Rourke was a perfectionist.
To carry themselves as charros.
He always emphasized
Presence.
stand up straight. Use the mic, go close to it, go away from it. Be noticed on stage. Some gritos, guys. How about a little whistling?
They emerged an international tour de force that touched generations.
The group is still here 55 years later.
But under the direction of their musical and spiritual leader. Their success came at a cost.
Gilbert, may the peace of Christ be with you always.
And with your spirit.
A Catholic priest who robbed them of their innocence and trust.
He had pulled over by the oleanders by the railroad tracks by my mom's house.
Got to the rectory there at the church, and
I was in the car when he reached over.
I was able to push him off of me.
And then when I felt a tug, I jumped out of the car and I ran home.
He never touched me, but he was close enough that I will never ever in my life forget the smell of cigarettes, vodka, and Old Spice.
I had no idea that he was doing this to others. I had no idea.
But if it was a trip and there was alcohol, something bad was going to happen. Or we'd have to prevent something bad from happening.
In spite of everything, Father Rourke built a foundation for Mexican culture and music.
A story of brotherhood.
Like I say, if it wasn't for him, the changos wouldn't exist, Cobre wouldn't exist, and probably the Tucson Conference wouldn't have started.
Survival.
No Mexicans or blacks allowed. They refused to serve us. 12, 13, 14-year-old kids, what are we going to do?
And triumph.
As we have gone along and the kids have learned more and become better performers and gotten a greater knowledgeability about the music of the mariachi, the music of Mexico, they have developed with this a definite sense of pride and accomplishment in the music.
And the iconic figure has a face only a mother could love.
I'm Randy Carrillo, founder of Mariachi Cobre and second generation member of Los Changuitos Feos. The documentary, Ugly Little Monkeys, tells our stories, relates our experiences, and demonstrates the impact mariachi music has had on thousands of students at every educational level across the United States and literally around the world. However, we can't finish the project unless we have your contribution and your support.
I'm Steve Carrillo. I was 9 years old when I joined the Changos. This is where I learned to play the guitar, the guitarrón, the trumpet, and become a vocalist. But more importantly, I learned to appreciate my heritage, my culture, and its music. It was during this young age that I embraced the fundamentals of live performance and entertaining large audiences, which later led me to become the professional musician I am today. If it weren't for the Changos, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Very happy and extremely proud.
You're going to want to see this documentary. But we can't finish it without your help.
Please support this project.
Que vivan los changuitos feos de Tucson.
Muchísimas gracias.